Extreme poverty affects every aspect of a person's life, devastating families and draining communities of their resources and hope. This overwhelming reality is not God's plan for our world. At Tearfund, we partner with churches in more than 50 of the world's poorest countries, equipping them to lead their local communities out of extreme poverty and into a sustainable future. Over the last 25 years, Tearfund has partnered with over 30,000 churches, helping them overcome extreme poverty in their communities using an innovative program called Transforming Communities.
It's like an awakening.
It's changing the mindset of the communities.
The Transforming Communities teaching impacted my life so that I could really reach out to help others.
So what is Transforming Communities? I'll let our friends in Burundi explain.
Transforming Communities is an approach bringing the Christian churches working together with community members to find solutions to their problems. The teachings are based on the Word of God. It seeks to change the beneficiaries spiritually, economically, and socially.
After going through those teachings, they discovered that they are able to do the development without external support.
So Transforming Communities is not about giving short-term aid. It's equipping local churches to work with their communities and lead long-term change. But how does it actually work?
We open the eyes of the pastors and the church leadership to see how the church should bring holistic transformation in the community. We always tell them that they should use local resources. So the church leaders start to be the catalyst of the transformation, and the church members identify the problems that are in a community.
At Tearfund, we believe that the church is at the centre of God's plan for healing and restoration of His world. But why the church?
We believe that the church is like a dormant giant. Once awakened, it can just bring transformation in any community.
Faced with the biggest flood in many years, the church was asked to give the greatest response. We had to rescue 420 people from their homes, as well as shelter and feed 80 people.
In addition to rapid response in disasters, communities are being transformed in many other ways. The Bible-based training helps communities identify their own resources, understanding their challenges, and develop lasting solutions like building water points, schools, or developing sustainable businesses.
When we meet here once a week to learn the Word of God, support each other, and listen to testimonies, we go home as renewed and hopeful people.
Since we got hold of the Word of God and got saved, we did not follow the traditional practices of the past anymore. And since we started farming, hunger has gone.
We
have built a hospital in our community because it was difficult to carry a patient to the hospital that was very far away. This has been realized thanks to the training.
The other churches, other denominations that have learned about our story are coming to us for help.
We have worked with over 30,000 local churches in the last 25 years. But our vision is to work with 250,000 by 2030. So please, help us support more communities to rewrite their own stories, building a future filled with hope and opportunity.